Little update on the MX5 is it's got a roof. I hate soft tops. It just don't do anything for me, and they seem, well, to me it's just a different car. The hard top looks way better, and yeah, it's just much more me. I picked that up for like a couple £100. Not perfect condition, but it's fine. Makes them a way nicer car, and it's all gonna need painting anyway, so I don't care. But yeah, that's stage one. I'll get on with the rest once the Volvo's done, and once the Merc's also here, so I can interchange between this and the Merc as and when is needed. And yeah, I really like it, to be fair, even though it looks a bit of a shitbox at the moment. And yeah, the game plan is going to be about, I'm aiming for around about 400 brake, which in one of these, and a light one of these, is going to be, it'll be insane. But it's not just going to be 400 brake, it's going to be almost like, how do I explain it, more like a rallycross engine or rally car or something like that. So while it's, ignore the actual power figure, the torque and the boost level are going to be ridiculously sky high. It's going to basically be a big torque, big response, stupid scary thing. I'm not doing it to sort of break any speed records or anything like this car, you know, because the Corolla is going to be faster, the Merc's probably going to be more of a drag car. This is nothing from a performance point of view, although it will be fucking fast. This is purely sort of entertainment, scare the shit out of me, touch the throttle and it's, you know, flying straight away, no lag, no nothing, big torque, big power band, just big crazy. So I'm really looking forward to this, because I know what my old Cosy one was like, and this is going to be the same, but with over 100 more horsepower, I'd say. And even less lag. That thing was fairly lag free, but this thing will be a fucking less, because of the way I'm doing it. Also, I won't necessarily call it a battle, because they're going to be very different, but this ain't the only lightweight turbocharged engine swapped crazy thing in the garage at the moment, because there's this, a Mark III MR2 MRS, whatever the bloody hell you call them in your country, MR2 Roadster over here. And yeah, these aren't very loved normally, but they've got massive potential. You look at the tuned ones around to Scuba, and they are ridiculously fast. And this is Thomas's new project. He's already got very wide tyres and arch extensions, which he's actually cut the metal away to make them fit front and rear. And it rated rear anti-roll bar so far. And yeah, I've been in it as a passenger, and even though it's practically standard, fuck me, it's just a proper set of tyres, wide tyres. I mean, yeah, 245 wide tyres front and rear on a little MR2. It properly goes around corners. Completely standard engine so far, which on these is slow, but not for long. Thomas has plans. I'm not going to say what plans they are yet, because I'll leave that to him. But he has plans, and it's going to be different and interesting. I mean, the obvious thing to do is a K20 Turbo, which, yeah, seriously considered doing, because there's conversion kits and whatever out there for it, and they're awesome engines. But it's all been done before, and you know what Thomas is like, he likes to be different. And this other idea looks simple. He's, you know, he don't do things that are a waste of money, but it's gonna be different. And the thing is, even though it's one of those ones which I think a lot of people would be like, why are you putting that in there, that's stupid, you know, he's got a record of, even though people disagree with the idea, it always working out. So have faith in him, because this thing would be fucking stupid. I'd say round a track, this would destroy the MR2 when they're both done. You know, that thing, this thing's, will eat it alive, I'd say. More, as much as anything, due to the grip and handling of a very well sorted mid-engine car. Whereas this is, yeah, these are great handling cars, but this, I can't believe this will be, you know, this is just leave the MX5 behind on corners. I might have him on straights, but I still think this would be the faster car on track. But yeah, believe me, this is gonna be different. And you'll have a lot of people going, oh my god, that's so shit. But nah, it won't be shit, it will be fucking awesome. And yeah, this is gonna kind of be a series, like almost a build battle series, but we're gonna be helping each other do it. So, you know, it's a friendly rivalry, because he's gonna be helping me loads with this, no doubt. But yeah, two similar cars done very differently. Lightweight, turbo, crazy things, and definitely unexpected what's going to happen to them. So yep, it's still here. I've still got the Merc. I must be getting about one message a day lately asking what I've done with it or when I'm finishing it. So yeah, it's still here. Hasn't had a thing done to it since just before Christmas. Still got an MOT. If anyone don't know, you need to look back at the playlist on this car. This Mercedes CLK 430 V8 that I paid like 700 quid for with a year's MOT. And I've done various things to it and timed it on each step of the way so far, and now it's got a big whole set HX50 turbo and a 4-inch turbo back exhaust. But the turbo, you can't see it because there's a bumper there, but you'll see it on other videos. Like, the turbo is where the passenger seats should be. I said in the past jokingly that boost is my co-pilot. It really fucking is now. So yeah, there's not much left to do on this. Got to make the piping from the exhaust manifolds to the turbo. I'll finish it. I got some of it. Finished the intercooler piping. I got almost all of that. Do the oil lines for the turbo, a few electrical things, and a bit of servicing, and job done. So yeah, this is coming next once the Volvo's finally not cause me any trouble, which will be very soon. This will be in the workshop. This is still my favourite car, even though I haven't touched it in about over 6 months. This is my 3S-GTE Corolla sleeper. Looks like a 1.3 old lady's car. Is far from it. Last time this was used was the standing half-mile day, which you hopefully would have seen on the video. Again, look back at the playlist, there's one for this car. It started smoking at the end of the day. I reckon it's done a piston, well, slightly. It's still running on 4, but it's smoking a lot. So I reckon it's running on like 3.5. So yeah, but I've got a new engine for this to go in, a fully forged one. It was previously making over 600 on a pretty small turbo, a GT35. I'm going to be making, wow, it'd be running a much bigger turbo when I've got it, and making a lot more than that even. I mean, it was about 500 odd on the half-mile day. Now it'd be maybe 700 plus, I don't know. Gonna have some wider front tyres. I mean, they're already pretty good, but it's struggling. The new engine also got a CARS 2-way diff with it, so I'll be running that as well. And yeah, this is one I really want to get ready, but unfortunately this will come after that, but soon. Basically goes, get the Volvo out of the way, bring that and the MX5 in. When that's finished, bring that in, because basically this nearly done, this I want doing, and the MX5 will be worked on in between. So yeah, that's the lowdown, and I'll explain the reasoning for my different cars in a minute. So 1 second. Right, sitting on my cars now, so I better explain why the fuck I've got them all. Basically, I don't like compromising a car. All cars, even supercars, whatever, they're compromises, and because of that they're a bit shit, to be honest. I mean, like, say if you've got a really good car, good all-rounder, Nissan GTR, Audi RS, whatever, yeah, they're pretty fast, but they're not rocket ships, but they're pretty fast. Yeah, they go around corners fast, but they're not, you know, fucking super track cars. Can't really drift them. You're not really likely to be doing fucking burnouts or power skids in them. You know, they're just, and the thing about them, as capable as they are, they're not that much fucking fun, really. They're not exactly raw or exciting. They're just, well, they are, unless you're used to cars, mental cars like I am, then it's just a bit nothing. So yeah, I'm not really into one car to try and do it all. Seems like a lot of money for a lot of compromise. So I like to have sort of one car that is extreme on the thing I want to do, and another car for the next thing. So, and that sums up what I've got. The one thing I'm missing, and I would like to have, is some kind of insane four-wheel drive fucking thing, like the Alm Racing four-wheel drives at Gate Bill, or the Rallycross or World Rally Car four-wheel drive, as in just not just all grip around corners. Something you can really get loose and do four-wheel drive skids in, and, you know, proper go mad in it. I haven't got one of them yet, never had one, do want one, and I'll do that next. But first things first, what I've got. So let me explain what the things I've got and why. We're sitting in my shitbox daily Merc C-Class. Ignore that, that's just a daily. And things I like doing is drag racing, street racing, just burnouts and skids and acting like a dickhead, drifting, and just a bit of track stuff, and just generally having fun. But to do all of those, you need a few different things. So for mostly street racing, as well as half mile and standing mile stuff, I've got the Corolla. It's a sleeper, so people don't expect it, so they get more upset when they get their ass kicked by it. And it's just perfect for that, and it's great fun. Literally, I could drive around in that thing on the streets all day just looking for people to have a go. I love it. The Merc isn't going to be for corners. It's going to be a mixture of just being a dickhead, power skids and burnouts and whatever, because it's going to have loads of power. And also a drag car. I'll talk about like my aims and goals and stuff with it soon, but it's going to be like to go very fast for very little money on the drag strip. So yeah, that's another reason for that, and it's the only car of the ones I've got that would be that good on the strip, mostly because it's an auto. That helps a lot. The MX5 is a weird one. It's compromised in a lot of ways, but only to be no compromise in the thing I want it for, which is purely fun. Like, just shit my pants, excitement, and just fun shit you can do with it. That's why I want the instant response. I want it really, I've had loads of these cars, so I know how to sort of set them up and what I want from one anyway. So I'm going to make it so it drifts really well. Not a competition car, because I couldn't give a shit. Just a really, really fun car to drift. It's going to have enough power and so light, you know, it's going to be quite scary to drive. You know, 99% of cars is going to try and race it will lose anyway. So it's about, you know, it's not like it's a slow car or anything. It's going to handle really well. It won't have a lot of grip. I ain't going to go mad on the tyres, but it'll handle well. Although it's got way more power than grip, and it's not got like the stickiest tyres in the world, it will hold its own round corners. It'll be fun round corners, which is the main thing. And part of the fun thing is where it's going to be compromised. I could make it way faster with stickier tyres. I could make it, wow, well, stickier tyres and just spending more money on it. But also spending a fortune on something, it makes it less fun, because it's like you've just invested that much money in it. It's like, fucking hell, that takes a bit away of the enjoyment. I mean, I'm going to spend a fair bit on it, probably more than most of my other cars, but not ridiculous money. So yeah. And another thing that where the fun factor is that is going to compromise other things is noise. I want it to be, you know, enjoyable to drive because of the fucking sounds and actions it does. So I want it to be a proper flame throwing, mental turbo chattering, crazy, ridiculous thing, which always makes things more fun to drive. So even my turbo choice isn't really what I would say would be ideal if I was just purely going for performance. But because I want something that's going to have mental loud turbo chatter and also not cost me a fortune, my turbo choice is likely to be a slight compromise too. But it's all for the sake of enjoyment, and it's not going to be a bad turbo choice, just not my number one if I weren't trying to go for just insane chatter as well. So yeah, the Volvo, that's a stopgap car, to be honest. It's my fun drift car until the MX5 is finished. After that, it can go. I don't really give a fuck. I've partially got it to teach a friend of mine who's got a powerful FD RX-7 and a new BMW M3 how to drift and how to sort of drive sideways with safety, rather than, you know, be scared of it or be rubbish at it and crash like most people with rear-wheel drives do. So we can actually use the car properly rather than just talk about it on Facebook like most people do, you know. All these fucking, everyone rear-wheel drive likes to talk a good skid, but they can't do shit, most of them. So yeah, that's my reasoning behind them all. And yeah, there is a good reason. And yeah, I could afford one probably fancy car, especially with fucking finance. But like I said, they're all massive compromises. There's not a single, you know, even if money wasn't an issue, there's not a single fucking supercar on the planet you could buy is a good all-rounder like that. You know, even if money wasn't an issue, I couldn't buy a supercar that would do hardly any of those things as well as I'd want them to, never mind all of them. So so no matter what, no matter the biggest fucking finance I could buy, no single car does what I want. And it's more to the point, I'll be spending next to nothing in comparison. So fuck that, it's all about value for money for me. And if I could be beating supercars and having more fun than owners of supercars and blah blah blah, and spending next to nothing, then that's the way I'm doing it. So yeah, hopefully this video makes sense and you like it, and I'll stop waffling now. Ta-ra. Yes, no, get down. Yes, come on, sit down.